Part 1. Listen to the following short passages and choose the correct answer to each question.
1. Helen Keller was born in Alabama on June 27, 1880. As an infant, she could see and hear. She could even say words when she was just 6 months old. In 1881, at the age of 19 months, she was stricken by a mysterious illness and lost her sight and hearing. From then on, she began her long journey through darkness and silence.
Question 1. When did Helen Keller lose her sight and hearing? 2. Helen Keller was a bright child, but she needed someone to teach her. Her parents tried their best to find a teacher for her. Finally, a young lady named Anne Sullivan, who was recommended by Alexander Graham Bell, accepted the challenge. She arrived in March 1887. She taught Helen that everything had a name, and thus opened the outer world to her.
Question 2. When did Anne Sullivan begin teaching Helen Keller? 3. In 1903, Helen Keller published her first book, The Story of My Life. She wrote this book to satisfy people throughout the world who were interested in her miraculous accomplishments. This book tells the story of how a blind and deaf girl had fought a slow, hard battle, and how she had re-entered the world she had lost.
Question 3. Why did Helen Keller write the book, The Story of My Life? 4. In 1900, Helen Keller went to study at Radcliffe College as a regular student. Her teacher, Anne Sullivan, accompanied her to class and spelled the lectures into her hand. She did her homework on a typewriter. In 1904, Helen Keller graduated from Radcliffe College with honors.
Question 4. How did Helen Keller study at Radcliffe College? 5. Helen Keller regarded herself as a citizen of the world. She participated in peace rallies. She visited military hospitals during World War II. She raised funds for the blind. The U.S. State Department considered her one of the country's best goodwill ambassadors.
Question 5. Which of the following statements about Helen Keller is not true? Part 2.